Hello, everybody, and welcome to Top Comics, not Cop
Not
Comics.
Cop Comics.
Top Comics to pre-order in a flash. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
And we are here with Infinity Flux Comics, going over very quickly some of the biggest books you'll want to pre-order this week. If you want to see longer versions of it, we have our show Comics from the Future coming up right after this. But until then, let's check out some of the cool comics coming out this week, or to pre-order this week.
Yeah.
Starting off with Moon Knight City of the Dead #1. This is going to be a 5-issue mini-series that actually is going to follow the events that happen in Moon Knight #25, which it feels like all of Moon Knight is building to a really big event that is coming up. But in this one, we are going to be getting our first appearance of a new Scarlet Scarab. If you watch the TV show, you'll know her, so you don't want to miss this awesome first appearance.
Next is Berserker Poetry of Madness. This is a one-shot. This is, set in the Berserker universe, written by Keanu Reeves. The first series was really well received, really well done. But like I said, this is a one-shot. This features B safeguarding Atlantis, which is pretty cool. I don't know if it's set in current day or maybe in the past. But there is a secret cult that might mean the end of Atlantis, and B has to defend the city from them.
And next up, we have what I was mentioning, Moon Knight #25. This is going to be an exercise issue. It's a $10 issue, setting up Moon Knight's first big event, pretty much that he's ever had. So if you want to get in on that, don't miss #25.
Barnstormers #1. This is a new one from Scott Snyder. This is a kind of a period piece set back in 1918. There was a young man named John Barron who is back from the war, and he's traveling the country as a stunt pilot, doing aerial stunt shows. He meets a woman named Helen who shares his love of aviation and joins his show with him, and they develop a relationship. And the book is about their budding romance.
Next up, we have Captain Marvel Dark Tempest #1. This is a 5-issue miniseries that follows the previous hit run on Captain Marvel. This time, a new cosmic entity is showing up and knows just how to get to Carol.
Captain America #750. This takes place after the events of Cold War. We're getting near the end of that. We don't know a lot about this issue yet, but we do know that we're going to learn the origin of Sam Wilson's shield that you can see on the screen there, which I think is a really cool design. There's going to be a new direction for Sharon Carter. And what does the rest of the Captain America family look like after this?
Next up, we have one that, you can tell everything from the title. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Stranger Things. So, of course, Stranger Things kids are going to go to New York, where they think they're away from all the craziness of Hawkins, only to discover that there is some Ninja Turtles in New York.
That is so cool. The next one is Marvel Zero. This is essentially a collection of all of Marvel's free comic book day books from this past free comic book day about a month ago. So you're going to get stories with Spider-Man and Venom. You're going to get some Fall of X stuff, a preview of Uncanny Avengers, and then there's also a preview of Ultimate Invasion and the new miniseries from Jonathan Hickman called Gods.
Next up, we have our next of the one-shots for leading up to Fall of X. We have X-Men Before the Fall, Sinister 4. So back in the close to the end of the 19th century, Nathaniel Essex, who is Mr. Sinister, created 4 clones of himself. We're going to find out where those clones have been and what they've been up to, leading to the big events that are coming up in the X-Men universe.
The next is Death Comes for the Toymaker #1. This is from a local writer here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, Dakota Brown. This is essentially a Santa Claus type character called Gil the Toymaker, who has to work with death every year. So along with his naughty and nice list, he also carries a list of ready to harvest souls, which sounds pretty creepy. So that should be a really interesting pairing.
And that is it for our top comics to pre-order in a flash. Don't forget to head over to our website, infinityflux.net, so you can pre-order these books. You make sure you don't miss any of the goodness. And if you want to see more, stay tuned for our Comics from the Future show. We're going over these and much, much more in a lot more detail. So until next time,
see you.
Bye.